15. We ain't even started yet, dude. Like, it's been wonderful, man. We did the Roots picnic in Philadelphia. Erykah Badu did the we did the Roots picnic. They do it every year in Philadelphia, Penn's Landing. So it's it's just really just starting, dude. Like, it really just started kicking off, man. And it's been a pleasure, like, even rolling with Erykah Badu. It's like being around Barry Gordy, you know what I mean? Which was told to me, like, being around the pioneer of hip hop, Erykah Badu, and you can't forget DJ Kool Herc, you know what I mean? Can't forget the fathers of hip hop, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
So talk to us about the KRS joint, man, the movie. How'd that come about?
The Nazis Council for Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this actually, shout out to my brother Clico. He was the one that came up with the name, the Nazis Council for Hip Hop. It just so happened that I was in New York with our KRS-One, and KRS-One was like, we just put this film together at that time frame because they were trying to build a hip hop museum.
Right.
And what happened, KRS-One interrupted the whole event and said, "Yo, we can't have a hip hop museum if we didn't get authority from the pioneers of hip hop." And that's Kool Herc, that's Grandmaster Flash, Erykah Badu. So how in the hell can you build a hip hop museum without talking to them? Exactly, without going to the founders of hip hop. So KRS-One took it upon himself I think it was about a week span that we had an event put together to address those issues. And we was Brother Busy B. If y'all don't know who Busy B is, y'all need to do your research on Busy B, because that's who started all the battle raps that you see out here today, him and Kumo D. So you gotta understand hip hop. Busy B was in the studio, Kenny Parker, KRS-One brother was in there, my cousin Mac. We all sat at a table, actually around a piano, and talked about putting this function together about hip hop. And this so happened, my brother Nars from Turtle Gang, we were all in the room, and I was like, yo, man, we need to film this. Film the live stuff that's kicking off. So it just evolved into a film. So we just took all the parts and just created the Nazis Council for Hip Hop. But y'all see backstage stuff that was jumping off.
You gonna release that joint on Moor TV, right?
Oh man, yes sir, man. Actually, I gotta get a copy to you. It's gonna be tight, dude. We need to release that on your show because everybody really asking about it now. Right. And let me explain why I mentioned that. The Nazis Council on Hip Hop. If you know anything about religion, the Nazis Council was when they switched Christianity from its original form to what you have today.
Right.
Now, the same thing with hip hop. They took hip hop from where it started from to what you have today, which we call recording artists pretending. It's not necessarily hip hop, it's part of hip hop, which we call rap. Hip hop is a lifestyle, it's a culture. So that's why we said, listen, we're gonna show people where hip hop truly and really comes from. Yo, y'all, check out my man Iron Sheik, my man Cujo up in Canaan Land, Canada, y'all. This brother's off the hook, he's fire. Listen, this is real hip hop.
Operation Rapper Inquisition, moving through the fakeness, hip-hop matrix vision. Back again in these bars, this is my prison. Walls of these pages with pen shanks I'm scribbling. No visits, lines on paper, concrete walls. My margin is my showers and my washroom stalls. End of the page is when I make parole. Force me to execute rappers, then throw me in the hole. So much so, the MC not confined. The elements of hip-hop today are not combined. Almost seeing the other side, gotta stay focused. Just gotta let that phone ring and don't lose focus. They can't try to hocus pocus, send rapping jokers with handbags, Gucci purses and chokers. Jeans, wrestler, spandex type, turning youths to robots. If you drink a Sprite, that's not what I say, that's what they do. Use rappers to sell you sneakers and Mountain Dew, flowing like a fountain dew. When you turn the lever, setting the bar for conscious MCs and rapping believers. Trapped with me in these bars, rappers begging for seizures. Hanging rappers with the strongest lines, squirm like leeches. Sentenced to the underground, no one hears your screams. Left right for the math for these black and yellow dreams. What happened to the MCs? Ask yourself. What happened to the DJ? Ask yourself. What happened to the grapher? Ask yourself. What happened to the dancer? Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself.
Check it. Let's open the book of hip hop and make advances. My supreme knowledge of alchemical sciences only enhances my ability to drop metaphysical answers. When asked about the MC, the DJ, the grapher, the dancers, earth, air, fire, water, all being born to hip hop. Study hard, you get that. Forget rap, cause it's not. The transformation from lead to go from man to God can be achieved through hip hop. It's art, the planet's ours. The colors and tones and archetypes will spark the light. Give your third eye a bird's eye, restore the loss of sight. You already lost the fight whenever I come across the mic, because you're dealing with God and you can never exhaust the light. We making the shift from hip hop to God hop. It's the return of the ancient ones and we coming non-stop. So when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm here, straight from the boogie down, so have no fear.
What happened to the MCs? Ask yourself. What happened to the DJ? Ask yourself. What happened to the grapher? Ask yourself. What happened to the dancer? Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself. It's only in the underground, unseen but heard. Oracles, words, and metaphoric slurs. Riding on to soothe the savage beat tones. Paparazzi taking pictures, talking on the phone. Pictures tell 1,000 words. Bus drivers on camera, reading or sleeping while driving on camera. He might even be hammered. It's not even lunch yet. Didn't have breakfast, clock not even punch yet. Send that to the news and post on YouTube. Hits some people get are in the thousands, not few. Charge $1, make $1 million. Set up a website and PayPal, make a killing. Right, psych, that's all just hype. I'm on the streets bringing youths from darkness to light. I'm in their courts, not playing ball but schooling them crossover thoughts. It's not training camp like October sports. Season's been started. Sam's goons shoot shadow targets. Got them thinking it's the shoes when they're the market. Got them thinking it's the booze and blunts you smoke. Got them thinking magazine monthly hip-hop quotes have the best lines. They can't test time. Rappers gets awards for MC best albums and best rhymes. I was the brush carrier with fades and waves. Didn't know that hairstyle was from the ancient days. Me doing the work for the Amazon matriarchal. Rapping hip-hop today is so patriarchal. Female MCs on the mic are probably no 6. The game is like church and demigods, no woman on pulpits. We have to say what we must, sow some seeds so we can grow strong trees with the bedsheet leaves. Deadbeat seas, most navigate with flows. I flow on papyrus beat boats as I write these scrolls. Bringing back the hip-hop's constitutional fold. Even mics can't escape, catch a bruise when I hold. My paper trails leave them, soothe when I owe. Apply more science, never get booed when I flow. Cushion pen, not the cush when you see I blow. Flow for right years when my 3 eyes glow. And head and rapper inquisition. Pen mighty and the swords not even on ink we missing. What happened to the MCs? Ask yourself. What happened to the DJ? Ask yourself. What happened to the grapher? Ask yourself. What happened to the dancer? Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself.
As a child growing up, I didn't know that I had a voice or I was meant to be heard. I was an MC. I wrote my first song with my cousin. He sent me a track, which happened to be Apple Tree, and asked me to write a rhyme over it. Instead of writing a rhyme, I wrote a song. After I wrote that song, I figured I might have something. And the second song I wrote was On and On. That's how Baduism began. I don't know if it's something you plan when you're passionate about your art, whether it's photography or writing or painting. You're doing it because it feels so good. When I perform, it's therapy for me, and I'm always wishful that someone in the audience will be also touched. I imagine I'm giving my energy to the world, into the worlds, all of the worlds, It's how they made me, whoever they are. I'm tapped into whatever it is that makes people feel good, and it just makes me feel good too. It's an exchange. They have just as much control over me as I do over them. I always want to stay. The human experience of translating what I feel inside of me to other people, it feels like an evolution of sorts. It's the moment when we become one living, breathing organism. it's all worth every bit of struggle, every time I was broke, every time my heart was taken advantage of, every time I was in a dilemma. Just that moment when we become one thing, the whole world is worth it, every war. Peace and light. My name is Erykah Badu, and I am a healer, and I love what I do.
This is Chloe from One Love Travel Club.
Different energy. I'm loving how the music sounds. You see the woman, them we are breathe. Hey, chimney, give me a little one drop. Make the bass line roll and catch. I'm in love how the rhythm just a tap. Me, I'm a woman I rock.
If you haven't been on a group travel vacation, it's time. So many people have this desire to travel the world, but they don't know where to start. They don't know where they want to go or what they want to see or who they can convince to go with them. With One Love Travel Club, the trips are planned, but the schedule is optional. The group sizes are about 20 to 30 people, plus you'll know that you have so many things in common with the people going with you. Well, in every trip I like to incorporate 3 things: culture, beauty, and love. So it's very important to me that our members get to experience the culture of the destinations in an authentic way. As far as beauty, I do want to give you the opportunity to sit back and relax and actually enjoy the surroundings. And every trip will include a 1-day volunteering experience to spread love. To our members, it's just as important to give as it is to receive, and that is what's important. That's what defines us. It means you've taken the first step to an amazing experience. It means you're ready for adventure, self-discovery, and fun. Of course, there's perks, such as contests for free vacations or special guest appearances on your trips, but ultimately, it'll mean different things to different people. It's what you get out of it. That's what's important anyways.
Okay, stop what you're doing. I want to talk to you about a really great site where you can purchase almost everything you need online. ShopMoor.com. ShopMoor allows you to find great deals on electronics, beauty products, alkaline water, healthy snacks, and much, much more. So log on to ShopMoor.com and discover a whole new way to shop. ShopMoor.com. More of what you love.